Guys, deluded Guna. Arsenal drew 1-1 with West Bromwich Albion at the Hawthorns. Dropped 2 valuable points. It's the end of the year, so it's a sad way to end 2017. But when you consider it, this year, bar the FA Cup's been nothing but stress for Arsenal fans. It is appropriate. That being said, player ratings. Let's crack on, man. Let's start. Start with Czech. I give him a 5. He made a couple saves to keep us in the game, especially when he realised that it wasn't a game for catching. We had to just spill them and things like that. He did all right. The penalty, like, I'm not even going to blame you. The penalty shouldn't have been a pen, but Czech, you haven't saved the penalty for us. You really need to improve in that aspect. We know you're declining, but come on. Drop the ball as well. Like, yeah, you done enough to get a 5. It weren't your worst of games. I'm not going to be reactionary and cry and things like that. But yeah, 5. Kola, I'm a big fan of Kola. I think he's been one of the best performing left-backs this season in the Premier League. But today, one of the worst games I've seen in an Arsenal shirt. You were getting skinned by Matt Phillips, who's very much a confidence player. You just gave him free confidence, really. Skinning you 1 versus 1. Going forward, you were calm. You always calm. But you were just getting skinned. You're giving away silly fouls. You just weren't at it, man. And obviously, you got injured. I hope you're not out for a while because we've got enough injuries as it is. Maitland-Niles did better than you. But yeah, man, you're my guy on the large part. You've had a good season, but you got ripped today. 4 out of 10, man. Mustafi, I actually believe the back 3 were the best players on the field today, bar the other 2 I'll get onto. But I think the back 3 had a very good game. Mustafi, 6.5. The reason your rating came down a bit, you lost your standards in the second half a bit. You've had a good season and you had a good game collectively. But standards dropped a bit in the second half. Going back into old habits of diving in when you don't need to dive in, especially when you went over to the left-hand side when Mustafi came on. So 6.5. I give Costa 7. It weren't a day where he was troubled too tough, but I felt he dealt with what he needed to deal with. And he was trying to play people, actually pass the ball into feet, like try and hit Lacazette a couple times, and it didn't happen. So 7. It really should be a 6.5, but I felt he just played a bit better than Mustafi. I give Chambers an 8. He was making vital blocks today. He was dealing with stuff in the air. He was doing his thing. Like, he was really doing his thing. And it's harsh that he had such a good game. And because of Mike Dean, he gave away the penalty. But he definitely had a good game. He follows on from the Palace game. And if he keeps it up, he has a good chance of starting against Chelsea. So an 8 out of 10. Bellerin 4.5, man. This is the theme. M product, M product, M product. How many times do I say this with you guys? M product. We need to learn. He needs to learn, especially when we play three at the back and you're a wing back anyways, or a full back. You're essentially a winger anyways. But you need to start producing in the final third. You look at Kieran Trippier is not better than you, but he can cross better than you. Azpilicueta is a centre half / if you play him at full back, he's going to assist. Marcus Alonso, say what you want, he's going to assist. You need to help us at Walker at times as well. You need to help. Even Kolasinac, Kola, Charlie Daniels, even last year at Bournemouth, you need to do more in the final third. There was a time, I'm sure, when Bellerin was getting mad assists. When you had your hair cut and you had the vapors, you were a different class, Bellerin, man. And I love Bellerin. I think Bellerin's very good. At the same time, I think he's bog standard. But yeah, 4.5. Another 4.5, Iwobi, similar to Bellerin. Just you lot on the right-hand side were just dead. Like, Alexis kept switching it to you. And I was thinking, Alexis, are you just doing this on a banter thing because you know you're leaving and you're just trying to make yourself laugh? Because you know these two are not going to make nothing happen. Iwobi, you want to be a main starter in the side. You've got Chelsea. You seem to play all the big games, so you might play on Wednesday. But you're not a first team name on the team sheet, first name on the team sheet sort of thing. When you were at a point at Arsenal via Wenger, you're not going to get 10 goals if you keep shooting like this. I don't know what you're doing in training, but you need to get back to basics, bro, man. I got a lot of time for you, but come on. I'll give Laka a 5. He worked hard, he worked well, definitely played better than I thought versus Palace. He worked hard. You need to shoot more. Like, you need to shoot more, though. You're trying to be too precise. The link-up play was good. You should have had an assist and you should have had a goal. You actually decided to test Foster. But you need to score, and I would have thought someone on a 6-game now, 5-game prior dry patch would have a bit more enthusiasm to try and score sort of thing. I'm not saying force it, but you get what I mean. 5 for Lacazette. Alexis Sanchez had a great game. We know the guy's gone, but he had a good game for me. 9 out of 10. He was dropping deep, doing the Ozil stuff. He didn't have any real shots of note, but he was involved for the first goal. It's technically his free kick deflected off McLean. So yeah, for our only goal, should I say, he was up for it. Credit where it's due. He's been poor this whole season, but by compared to his own standards. But today it was quality, man. So I'll give him a 9 out of 10. Obviously, he didn't do quite enough to get a 10. So yeah, I've seen him play better, but yeah, 9 out of 10. In fact, you could even say 10 out of 10. I'd have no qualms with that. I'll give Xhaka a 6.5. He was better slightly defensively today. That's never going to be a strong point of his. Like Wilshere, was calm with his passing. Second half standards dropped a tiny bit, but 6.5. And 8.5 has to go to his midfield partner, Jack Wilshere, from start to finish, drawing fouls, playing passes over the top, trying to connect the dots. It's refreshing having a midfielder that can pass and that will actually like to pass the ball forward. So, yeah, 8.5, man. I'll give Maitland-Niles a 6.5. He played way better than Kohler when Kohler came on. Kohler was hiding. Kohler got ripped. Bar when this guy came on and he was still trying to shake the cobwebs and Matt Phillips gave them step-overs. He was decent. He dealt with his tasks. He contributed certainly better than Bellerin and Iwobi going forward when he was on the pitch. In that short time, that's what he did. 6.5. We know he's not a fullback. I would love to see the guy in midfield in a free or something like that. Yeah, he's so polished and he's calm in possession. Even that time when it was going out for a corner and he kept it in and played a pass. Things like that. So yeah, that's for him. Mertesacker, I give him a 5. He weren't tested when he came on, but yeah, he didn't really have that long. So yeah, Wolves weren't on the pitch long enough to get a rating, obviously. I don't think I'm missing anyone else out, guys. So yeah, that's the player ratings. So yeah, man, to recap, Cech 5, Kohler 4, 6.5 for Mustafi, 7 for Koscielny, 8 for Chambers. Hector Bellerin gets 4.5, as does Iwobi. It's a 5 for Laka. Alexis Sanchez, 9. But if you guys want to say 10, cool. 6.5 for my man Granit. 8.5 for Jack Wilshere. The reason YouTube's N'Golo Kante does this. Maitland-Niles gets a 6.5. What's his name? BFG, 5. Obviously, Wolves went on the pitch long enough. Guys, deluded. I'm out. Get in the comments, subscribe. Follow me on my socials.